What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I will be hosting today's episode of Shoe Care Academy, and we got some double trouble for y'all. We have two pairs of busted Sambas, the black and the white ones, and we got to clean them up using our signature shoe cleaning kit. With all that being said, there's not much left to it, but to do it, so let's get straight into this episode of Shoe Care Academy. Come on! All right, guys, let's get straight into this episode of Shoe Care Academy. We do have double the trouble, so let's go ahead and just grab the left of both pair. Get those out of here, and we're just gonna be focusing on the right. With that being said, I did say we're showcasing our signature shoe cleaning kit, but there is a chance that we may not even have to put these in the washer, just using our brushes, solution, and towel, breaking these down. We may get some good results, but we'll talk about that once we get there. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab my shoe tree and insert them into both, just so both sneakers are prepped and prepared, but we still gotta get these laces. As soon as we get the laces out, I'll set the black shoe aside, and we'll start with the white Samba. Man, I don't know what is on these things, but these laces are hella crusty. Looks like we have some syrup, green junk, white junk. I'm not quite sure what happened here, but hey, Rejuvenated products are about to get down. Get this one. Again, we're focusing on that one next, but before we do that, let's get off these black laces. All right, final pull out. Both laces are set aside, and let's start with this Samba. As always, we like to just dry brush, get all this junk and gunk off the surface level of the shoe, because we don't want to push it deeper into the stitching or even the suede. However, these have been sitting like this for about 3 days, so I'm sure this stuff is pretty caked in and fossilized into the sneaker. Man, this stuff is in there like some booty hair. I mean swimwear. All right, I'm about to wrap up with this dry brush treatment. Moving on, we're just gonna grab some of our solution, squirt some squirts. Now we go ahead and grab our soft bristle brush. Just get it nice and wet so we can go ahead and lather these sneakers up. We always recommend starting with our soft bristle brush just because it generates the most bubbles and really gets this cleaning party popping off. After you get a couple passes, it's okay to grab your microfiber towel, wipe off any dirty suds you see, and then just continue the process. All right, right now I'm gonna go ahead and rack up our soft bristle brush. Continuing wiping through with our towel. Overall, these are cleaning up great. Like I said, we're showcasing our signature shoe cleaning kit just in case we have to put these in the washer. That's why that kit is so versatile. Not only can you get a quick clean with the 3 brush and solution, but if the sneaker does require the laundry system, it comes with that bag, so you can get that job done when need be. But overall, again, the stitching isn't looking too dingy. Looks like majority of that gunk was surface level. Well, I can go ahead and just proceed using our medium bristle brush. With this brush, I'm gonna tackle some deeper staining that I see around the suede, hit up this gum bottom, as well as clean the insides of these sneakers, because this insole is filthy. Another great thing about our laundry system and the signature shoe cleaning kit is it will effectively deep clean and deodorize and neutralize any odors that are on the inside of your sneakers. All right, I'm just gonna set this aside. We'll work on that later. Most likely that will go in the washer, especially if I'm deciding not to put this one in. And personally, there's a chance I won't even have to put this in the washer. I'm really happy how effective the medium bristle brush is working on the suede on these Sambas. There was a lot of red dye or staining. Looks like majority of that did come off again, not even having to put these in the washer. But right now we can proceed, and we're just gonna jump straight into our stiff bristle brush and tackle this outsole. So let's get it, let's go. All right, guys, one pro tip I wanna hit you guys with. Since this mat is extremely filthy and there was a lot of junk on the bottom, I'm just using a microfiber towel to hold the shoe up, so that way I'm not just transferring grime back to these uppers after I clean them.
Yo. From the pitch to the block, that time is Suede. 3 strikes beat, that's the code we crave. Street to the runway, they all insane. Simple, done, perfect, no in between.
That towel has definitely seen a better day. All right, guys, we're pretty much done with these uppers, midsoles, and outsoles, and overall, they just need to dry for us to really see how well this suede turned up. But I'm confident with these results that I'm not even gonna put them in the washer. However, we still got that insole and lace that we'll go ahead and put in the washer. But with that said, we gotta jump on this one. So right off the jump, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this insole out of here, so that way we can clean this and put those in a laundry bag and put that in the washer, and then we could jump back to this one. All right, guys, I'm all done with this insole. Just for the sake of time, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of both laces at once, as well as these insoles. They're both officially cleaned. However, we want a deep clean on them, because whoever was rocking these, their feet was a little stanky. So we'll put these inside the laundry bag as well as take care of these laces, and then we'll drop these in the bag as well. But to take care of your laces, since these have extra stickiness on them, a few different tips I'm gonna teach you guys right now is obviously you see me whooshing them around back and forth in the bowl. Then we're just gonna scrub them between our hands, wring out all that extra grime, but that extra level of care, we are jumping over to our soft bristle brush and just gonna get a little scrubbing on them. Help kick off some of that stickiness prior to putting them in the washer. Again, it's just gonna help really break it down so the washing machine doesn't have to do that much work. But let me do it in my hand actually, just cause this mat is pretty jacked up. All right, quick extra level of care. Gonna go ahead and just pop those in the bag. And again, we are gonna come back and take care of the Samba right now. Just follow me to the washer. All right guys, we're checking into our laundry room. We got a washer right in front of us. When washing your sneakers or your insoles and laces, you can wash on cold water using a normal cycle. The most important thing is you got your rejuvenated laundry detergent.
3 stripes speak, that's the code we crave. Drink to the runway, they all the same.
All right guys, we are back from the washing machine. We still got the white sexy Sambas chilling on the side. We'll set those outside to dry once we put these outside to dry. But right now we're gonna show you basically how to clean this shoe. Honestly, it's pretty much the same steps. Again, normally we'd recommend dry brushing. This brush is a little damp. That's all good. We're gonna go ahead and just try to kick off any of this gunk on the toe box before we really start cleaning again.
Keep 'em tight, keep 'em clean.
All right guys, again, I'm not even gonna spend too much time dry brushing. Hopefully that doesn't jeopardize the integrity of this clean. But with that being said, we're just following the same exact steps we did on the previous pair. With that being said, editor, let's get a little speed up montage. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to highlight before we get too deep into this cleaning, yeah, these shoes are very similar when it comes to color, texture, and material. However, black typically bleeds a lot more than any type of gray suede. So right now I'm just checking with my microfiber towel, wiping back and forth to see if I can see any dye. You know, we do got a little bit right there. What that means is you want to make sure you're cleaning the whole toe box, whole suede section completely even and avoid oversaturating it. That way it just doesn't dry uneven and you're left with either watermarks or just fading that's not consistent. All right guys, and just like that, we breeze through the cleaning. Another pro tip I'm gonna show you guys right now is just using your microfiber towel and really just get in these grooves and crevices and help get off any junk that may still be there, especially on this back tab. There was actually some denim dye on the shoe. I wish I would have showcased you guys that. That way you could see how well it cleaned up. But again, right now, we're ready to go set these outside and they'll be dry before we know it. So I'm gonna need you guys to follow me one more time.
That's proof, black or white, both true, clean kicks.
All right guys, we are back. These shoes are fully dry. Those insoles are fully dry, as well as our laces. But before we lace them up, we gotta take care of this crunchy suede on the toe box. That's why we're gonna use our dry suede kit, which comes with that suede eraser and a medium all-purpose brush. First, we're just gonna really brush back and forth to help bring back the original texture on both sneakers. After that, at least for this black one, it will need some ink oil just to make that color pop, but time for me to get on that right now. All right guys, we are all done resetting the suede. That we got that texture, just nice and soft. You see that color change in the suede. However, we lost some of that color. That's where our mink oil comes into play. Oh look, there it is. Again, we're using the mink oil ideally just to help revive the suede, but it does work great on leather as well to act as a reconditioner. So while I was here, I might as well just spray it on the whole shoe. All right, we are looking good with this black Samba. Even got that nice little polish from the mink oil on the suede and the leather. Let's set that aside. We'll lace it up shortly. Now we're just moving on to the white pair. Again, since this is a lighter color suede, there would be no need to actually apply any type of mink oil to this since it's super light.
Step different, move smooth.
So we can get this out of here.
Black or white, both true. Clean kicks, clean move. Step different, move smooth, 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 smooth.
All right guys, we're 99.9% done with these sneakers. All we gotta do is lace them up.
Clean kick, clean kick,
Jeez, hold up.
clean move.
Just kidding, I don't need no glasses to see how well I got down. You can get results just like this by shopping all your shoe care needs with Rejuvenator. Again, guys, we achieved these results using our signature shoe cleaning kit. But matter of fact, we didn't even have to put these shoes in the laundry. So if you have an all leather shoe, you can probably Get her done with our essential shoe cleaning kit, regardless of whatever kit you need. While you're on the website, you can always send us an email and talk to our customer support team. We got you. We'll walk you step by step on how to get some good results and what kit you need. Again, these cleaned up great. A few other products we used were our mink oil, horsehair brush, dry suede kit, all those products and more at reshoevn8er.com. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know the vibe. I'll catch y'all next time. Adios.